Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long goes 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise, reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long goes 1975.
Welcome to another ZX Spectrum vs Commodore 64, or as I like to call it, Playground Wars. Today we'll be playing Robocop, released by Ocean in 1988. Bit of an unfair one, you might say this, but the thing is, I want it in this playlist because Robocop, across all the systems back in the day, was staple gaming. Obviously it's based on the movie of the same name, released in 1987, about a murdered police officer who comes back as a cyborg, and basically much violence ensues. Once again, nothing was off limits that could be licensed to these systems back in the day. And before we get into this, boring random fact, but Ocean paid absolutely nothing for this license. Now bear that in mind that on the ZX Spectrum it spent 18 months at #1, 18 months. Ocean's most successful game and the most successful Spectrum game. That's even before it was re-released as a budget title. Also, listen to this. Quite possibly the greatest ZX Spectrum music of all time. Obviously this is the 128K version. In fact, that was ended up sampled in an Ariston washing machine advert on British TV. Look it up, it's on YouTube. Anyway, then once they made the games, and I don't know how this worked, they licensed the rights of it to Dana Reese, who made a coin-up. We all thought that this was licensed off that, but it was the other way around. And then Ocean on the 16 bits converted the coin-up. It's insane. Now obviously on the Commodore 64 it is broken, as in at some point you cannot progress because it breaks or glitches, so don't worry, I won't get there. It's still fair to do a comparison based on, you know, graphics, playability and the audio, which this is amazing. Cannot explain how successful this game was. My older brother Jason had it back in the day in the big fat box with, still got that version I think somewhere, with the movie poster. And also Robocop is absolutely amazing. Right, so what is it? 4 defined keys. 4 defined keys. So, and it's hard. And it's got budget bonus games mixed up in it, like puzzle stuff like that, face fits and stuff, which I probably won't get to. I'm probably just going to try and do level 1. Right. Hold, otherwise known as pause. Hold me. Right, listen to this amazing sampled speech, which I believe, to be fair, was on Spectrum. We got a demo of it on Crash Magazine as well, didn't we? So we could play level 2, the drug den, for free, again and again.
Serve the public trust. Protect the innocent. Uphold the law.
Amazeballs. Imagine being Ickle me back in, well, not so Ickle, what was I, 12? In 88, being blown away. Just blown away. Right, fire. Right, bullets, with particular types of rounds at bottom left. Energy to the right. Oh, you got punch when they're getting close. Yep, and then lives underneath that. Now, you can fire up, you can fire... It won't let me go any further. There we go. Up, right, up, left, fire. You got music in game. It looks amazing. Look at the animation. You will see baby food, which you pick up as quickly as you can, because it is hard. I used to be able to beat this as a kid back in the day, but right, obviously the music is amazing. We've already, you know, mentioned that. Ball's mind. I'm going to fucking flying kick an armour-plated cyborg, who actually, to be fair, I've just run out of bullets. And I'm dead. Oh. That's what he said, but in cyborg form. But look at it, it looks amazing. It's probably some of the best side-scrolling graphics on the Spectrum. It's not the best game on the Spectrum. I mean, I think it's one of those ones that nostalgia takes over, but there was nothing like it, and also it was a bit naughty, because the movie was like, you know, an 18 and shit. And that was the censored one. Have you ever seen the uncensored one where he shoots his entire shoulder off when you see it? And Ed 209 turns that bloke into butter. I had the Marvel comic adaptation of it back in the day as well, which was pretty good. The UK one. cannot tell you what a big deal. I mean, it was a big deal to most people, but in the UK, particularly because of this game on the Spectrum and all the other versions, the Amiga, Atari ST, and we'll see about the Commodore 64. Yeah, it was a license to print. I'm out of bullets. I'm out of bullets is what I meant to say. It was a license to print money, bullets. But then it was such a polished, production. It's no, coincidence. I'm going to stay here till they come. Oh, so good. No coincidence it was so good. Ocean rinsed and repeated the format with Batman the movie, which is also an amazing game, and I may do a comparison video of in a future one. You don't have to run out of bullets quick. Come on. Come on. It's old Detroit. There should be bullets everywhere. My kingdom for a bullet. There we go. See, the graphics are stunning. They really are. You say, no they're not. Put yourself in Ickle Dave's mindset. I shot you. Oh, you can't go any further. You have to go up into an alleyway. Robocop. What he said. And do this. But you got crosshair and you have to shoot the... Well, this is dark, isn't it? The rapist. How about shoot the innocent? Again, I used to be able to do that so easily as a kid. Oh, hang on. Here we go again. That works. No, doing all right. Yay! See, you're going to shoot him in the balls. That's how movie accurate it is. Oh, this game is fantastic. Right, we'll just die because we're on our last life. Quite quickly. Because I'm out of... No, I've still got bullets. I was pressing the wrong button. Muppet me, Muppet me. Yes, I've done gameplays of this before, but why not? Because it's quite frankly one of the greatest games on the ZX Spectrum. Well, there you go. Safe to say you're probably as impressed as I am for the ZX Spectrum version. So let's have a look at the Commodore 64 version, methinks. So this is Robocop on the Commodore 64. Now, right off the bat, I'm just going to shut my gob up for a bit and listen to this. Wait for it. It will kick in a minute. Or maybe it won't. But obviously this is the SID chip, so yeah. But it's essentially the same tune, which is kind of cool. But I mean, it was a given, wasn't it? Don't get me wrong, that was some of the best music ever on the ZX Spectrum. But it was a given that this was gonna beat it. If only because they took the same tune and then properly ran with it. But let's get into it. Right, assuming it's going to have music in game and not. There we go. Yeah. Somebody slap a medal on this bad boy's chest, it wins on the music. Doesn't absolutely thrash it though. Oh, that's great. On any version. Right, let's go. Robocop. We don't get the 4 directives though. So that's kind of interesting. Spectrum beats it there. Colour, but small sprites. No sound, but music. But that's Commodore 64. That's to be expected. Have I got... No, I haven't got infinite bullets. It's ever so... No, I have got infinite... Oh, that's interesting. And I've got a jump. Because that would be physically possible. I wonder why they went that route. Graphically... I don't know, you do a low-res thing on the Commodore for more detail, you do a high-res thing, well not a high-res, no, low-res for colour and a higher graphic detail can be achieved by dropping the colour. But, screen is tiny, sprite is tiny. I mean, like I said, we're going to compare this before, obviously you can't progress any further, which to be fair, is not really going to be an issue, because it's balls hard. This is the music as it is on the Spectrum. Energy's top right. Going down even quicker. They appear on the ground floor as well, so gameplay-wise, it even mixes it up and makes it even harder. You got the same elements, you know, shoot the bad guys in the windows and stuff, but also they appear on the floor because they're that intent on killing you. No speech. So no speech in this game. One life. Wow, one life. Going to assume that... Oh, that's it. That's the speech? Right. Yeah, going to assume it's different teams. Well, probably is. It usually was a lot, wasn't it? Right. This is the future of law enforcement. Run, Forest. And my health is going down quicker than a hooker's pants. Seriously. Wow! This makes the Spectrum one look like a walk in the park. A very dangerous, drug-fueled gang run park. Right, so, conclusions for the moment. No speech, better music, jump, not necessarily needed, bullet raping hard. See, this actually does a bit shit and broken of the gameplay. When they're on the ground floor, you can only shoot them still by diagonally up. That's... Oh no, you're going to get him because his window's slightly slower. I don't think I have a punch. But I got better music. Duck at every opportunity you can get. I wonder why it was one or the other, because sound effects would have been nice. Listen to music! Oh. This is ridiculously hard. Why are you this hard? When we were kids, before we saw the movie, we played the game and didn't get the samples when we should have just read the screen. We thought it said Apple Cart. I was not alone in this. Yeah, us UK kids were stupid. Wouldn't have had that problem on the Commodore 64 version though, would you, because you didn't have any bloody speech. Oh, that's this version. Well, let's be honest, the music on the Commodore 128 was exactly the same. I got baby food. There is help, you just can't see it because it blurs into the background. Also, getting it to jump is a bit hit or miss. Maybe he's tired. Let's give him an energy drink. What's an energy drink for a fucking Robocop? Slightly carbonated Castrol DTX. Alright, one more. I cannot get over. Right, bloke's going to be there straight away. How hard this is. Obviously there are people who can do it to the point where it's broken, but I think it's been patched now, so. But then I never said I was the greatest person in the world. I just wanted to do a comparison video. You're welcome. Right. I'd love to know though if you had this on the Commodore 64 back in the day. Don't hate me. I think we know what I'm going to say at the end of this video. Oh. Can't even read the shit in the background. Yellow shirt. Should be a red shirt, then it'd be in line with Star Trek. I call it quits there. Robocop, ZX Spectrum vs Commodore 64. Commodore absolutely nails it for the music. That's not to say the Spectrum music is shit, because it's not. It's some of the best on the system, but this absolutely kicks its ass. No speech though. Really? No sampled speech on a machine that was known for just being awesome in the sound department. Yeah, that's a bit, graphically, alright, it's colourful. Everything's so small. Everything's so small and undetailed. And it's relentlessly ball-kickingly hard. Whether you think this was an unfair comparison or not, I had to do it. And yeah, Spectrum wins. Absolutely wins with the exception of the music. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think. And thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you later. Apple Cart.